Hey folks, going to be doing a sort of a organization video, I guess, for the big box for Tang Garden. This is how I have stored everything in here. I tried to follow the online guide as best I could. I still have to do a little more organization with the cards, but they're in there for right now until I sort through them. I also have not sleeved seasons, so I have the sleeve pack for seasons. And I have the extra deck of cards that came outside of the box of seasons. I think these are in case you received an English edition that had different languages in it. So I haven't actually opened. Well, I have opened the pack of cards that comes inside of the seasons box, but I have not looked through them to see if I have a different language or not. The other things that are not in the box are the old minis. So they came with the new minis, and the old minis I just pulled out. And then I have the metal coins. I was not able to get the cardboard coin tokens in there, which I'm not too worried about. So let's go ahead and open this up. So the first thing is I did keep this initial cardboard, whatever you want to call it, insert, I guess, in just for a little bit added protection. So I've got the board on top. I have the black bags that come with the season's expansion, separated out and just laying over there. I have all the stickers that I need to go through. I believe these are to apply to the original version, the backgrounds, because they're a little bigger and they pop a little more. This set of stickers supposedly are just to apply to the tiles to sort of make them a little more unique. Then I have the 2 sheets of the extra pieces for the pagoda for seasons. These little the little tops there for the green ones that are left over, as well as the stuff that was left over from after building the pagodas for the seasons expansion. I did have to dive into kill that fly. Got him. I did have to dive into the spare board, so they did give you 2 boards. Well, this is not one of the spare boards, but I did use the full other board, and then I had to dive into this board, building the pagodas. They're still not that great, which is why I'm holding on to this, because I see those things falling apart with use. Then I have the rulebook compendium, and it does push out the side of the box slightly. It doesn't fit in there perfectly, but it does fit in there nice and snug. It will push out the side of the box a little bit, though. Then I have all the paper rulebooks in here. So I have the one for seasons. I have the base game. I have the Golden Age, and I have Ghost Stories. Like I said, I did keep this just to sort of keep things a little more organized. Then I have all of the trays, and you will also notice that I did keep the triangle pieces in the corners, because I think it's going to help these things from sliding around and provide a little more protection. So for these, I basically just followed the guide online. I'll put a link to the guide in the description of this video. As far as how everything goes in here, we will pull these out, and I will just kind of. So right here, we've got these tokens. That's all here. Then we have the large background tiles. Then we have these little boards. Beneath that, we have the smaller background tiles, or the foreground background tiles, whatever you want to call them, and then the 4 little pieces over there. Then we have the tiles here, and then we have the red wooden marker in the center. There's nothing under these tiles. There's just the 2 stack of tiles. Then right here we have the wooden markers that are just all of them here. Your minis. You've got your character cards that came with the, this is the ghost stories side. So this is all ghost stories. And then the little cards. And then the metal marker goes down there. And these cards are all sleeved. Everything fits sleeved very nicely. The cats are a little snug in here, so you might want to be careful with those. And these are all the minis, the new minis that came with the Kickstarter. I don't know if I had to get them, if I had to order them separate, if they were just provided. I don't recall. This is the Golden Age side. All the new minis, character cards, and the smaller cards. There's nothing under there. Again, these are all sleeved. The little tiles. Then we have our large background pieces, and then our small background pieces. And then we have the little various little smaller tokens for the decorations, I believe they're called. And then the wooden, or not wooden, these are cardboard tokens with that background. And that is the Golden Age expansion side. Then we have the part of the seasons and then part of some other pieces. So I can open this up here. So here is the cherry blossom tree. I believe this came in the base game. And then here is the ghost, the tree, the white tree that comes in the Ghost Stories expansion. Your little kitty that came with the seasons expansion or outside the box of the season expansion goes here. You have the pink tokens. This was in the Golden Age expansion. These go here. The 2 dice. So you'll have a D6 with kanji on it, as well as a D... Is that a D10? Yeah, D10 with kanji on it as well. And then I did build some of the spare tops for the pagodas, and I'm keeping those in there as well. We have the stands. These are the stands for the seasons. The players go on them. The player pieces go on them, and sort of you can show which direction they're going. That's kind of how I have them placed in there. You have your lanterns on stands over here. You have your pagodas. You should have 4 pagoda pieces, and they go like this. You can kind of see how the pagodas were not designed very well, and they were punched at the factory even more horribly. Be very careful putting these together. This whole top piece here, not the very top, but the middle top, I guess you could call it, that's flat, and that has to be bent, and the glue is not very strong that holds the various layers of the paper together on the cardboard, and it has a tendency to come undone. That's why I hung on to that other punch board, because I see several of these are already peeling away, and I'm probably going to have to replace them after use. Then in here we have the shrubs from the Seasons expansion, the 2 yellow trees from the Seasons expansion. These are 2 minis that were I think they're the herbalists. Yeah, I think they're the herbalists. And they have cards that go here, which are probably in my golden expansion cards. So let me look and see. Musician, nobleman, gardener, herbalist. Yeah, herbalist and wayfarer. Yeah, so we put one there. Put the other one there. No. Those 2 go there, and then the cards for these other things go there. So where is bonsai tree? I don't know where, excuse me, I don't know where the little cards are for theirs, but they would go there. Check my other tray here real quick to see if they're in here. There's the spectral tree, so maybe the spectral tree cards can go over here. Hopefully the other ones are in the base box, or the base box tray. So anyways, that's where that goes. Yeah, and we'll pull this out. I'm just going to set that aside for the moment. Excuse me. All right, the next one up is another piece of the Seasons tray. You have some minis over here on the right. You have the player bases over here. You have these square eye tiles right here. Here are all of the wooden tokens that have that back. Those all go there. In the center here, you have the pad of paper. You have the red envelope, which I have not read to see what goes in here. There's also two. This is where I have to go through my cards and figure out what goes here. Because these cards are in the tray below this, I believe. But I did put the golden cat cards here. I just held on to all of them for the moment. Over here I have the two bags. So I have the bag that holds the money from the base game. And then I have the bag that came in the Ghost... I think it was the Ghost Stories expansion that held... Actually, I'm not sure what goes in there. And then below that, I have all the colored standees, or not standees, bases for the other characters. It looks like you might be able to put those on the characters and leave them in there, but I was not, or in the inserts here with the, well, let's try one here just to see. Yeah, it kind of fits. But I was not sure if those are needed now with these other bases. I think those are going by the wayside, but I'm not entirely sure. So we'll put those back down in there. And then in here, we have some of the player boards here. One in each color. We have some additional minis there. We have the square tiles here. There's nothing under there, under these tiles. And we'll get these up and out of here. There's nothing under here either, I don't believe. Nope, that's it. So those two long tiles there, minis, and those go back on top. So that is that tray. There. Pull it out. Then we have the other box or other tray for Seasons. We can start up top here. We have these long tiles. Below that, we have the little meeples, two in each, or no, one in each player color, and then two dark reds. We have the 4 dragon tokens over here. We have, this is where I stuck the white eyeball tokens and the double bag tokens. These are cardboard. I put those the top, and then below that I have the 4 tokens that are the different colors, and those go in there. Then over here are the decoration tokens, the little decoration tokens. Those go there. In each of the corners, you have the foil printed leaves. You're going to have your little cards that are going to be split between here and here, and then some of these are going to go in that other tray. I've got to open those up. You see these are still in the shrink wrap, and they're not sleeved yet. In the center, you have the white cardboard tokens. that have that back. Then over here we have the large backgrounds, 2 of them, and then the smaller backgrounds below that. These fit in here nice and snug, so be careful when you're putting them in. Then we have all of our glass beads down here. We have the larger deck of cards down here. Let's look through here and see Child Empress, Hermit, Lady, Merchant, Monk. Those look all fine. Oh, here's the other cards that split. So this goes... yeah. These cards go in the other one, as do all of these. Or actually, I think these and these stay here. So the character cards and then these cards, the summer, maybe these are for solo work probably. Those stay here, and then the cards with these backs go into this other tray. Might as well just organize this as we are going through it. So those cards will go there. I do still have to open that up and figure out which ones go where. I'll worry about that another time. Then we have the few large tiles that go right there. Those come out. I'm going to put these back in here before I forget about it. Then we have the L-shaped tiles fit down in here. We have one of the square tiles that fits over top of here. Then we have individual stacks of tiles here. And then the 4 red cubes go in there. All right. We will get that on there. Pull that out. Now we come to the first of the base game trays. You are on the left side, you're going to have your coins. Whether you're using the metal like I am or whether you're using the cardboard, they will both fit. We have 5 individual stacks of the tiles. We have the large backgrounds and then the smaller backgrounds under both of these. So there's the large backgrounds and the smaller backgrounds. We have the square tile, and then below that we have the smaller square tokens. We have the cardboard tokens that have that as the background. Those are here. And then the ones that are the lighter shade of that, there's 4 of them. They go in the other one. These are all the decoration tokens. All your other colored cubes go in here for the 3 blue, 3 green, 3 yellow. Your single cardboard token that looks like that with the pagoda goes right there. And then all of the tokens that look like that, cardboard, go right there. Player boards come out. And then we have the different sets of cards. So we have all of the little cards. Let me look and see if I can find the cherry. The cherry tree. I think it was cherry tree. Apricot, that's what it is, apricot. I did find it. It's right here. That was the apricot tree. So I'll pull those 2 cards out because those go in this other one here, right on top of the apricot tree. And then the rest of these will go back in here. And actually, I got a lotus, 2 lotuses. These are sleeved, so they do fit. Lotus. All right. Then we have the character cards here. that were coming in the base game, but these will be replaced, I think, by the foil cards. And that is that for that tray. Something there. There. Okay. I wanted to look for... Oh, that was a little card I found. Okay. Oh, that was right, the apricot tree. Not the cherry tree, the apricot tree. All right, that comes out. And then the last we have is the other base tray. You're going to have more minis. You're going to have the bridges down here, and they fit kind of facing each other. You're going to have each of the pagodas in here. Yeah, I guess those are technically pagodas. They do face a certain way, so the open side, at least, they could face either way, but the open side has to face either the left or the right. It will not work any other way because you'll have the pointy end, like for instance, if we do this, the pointy end is pointing up and it stops the tray lid from coming down. So I have all my open ends of the pagodas facing to the left. Then you just have the various trees at the top. And that's the other tray for the base game. So let's get these back in here. It is harder to put them in if you're going to leave these triangle pieces in here. Goes in there like that. Goes in there like that. I'll put this lid back on top. That one. You can see we've got the ghost spectral tree and the apricot tree here now. Then we have the two smaller expansion trays. I did keep this just to kind of keep everything in place. And then let's put the paper rule books, 2 extra tiles, stickers, rule compendium. Again, this will bulge out, so just be careful putting that back in. And then I separated these 3 and 2 with the thicker ends down here, or basically facing out from underneath the board. And then just put your lid back on. Is that? No, it goes like that. So that is the organization for the big box for Tang Garden. I believe they are done making expansions for this. This is the complete game. I don't think they have any plans to do anything else to this or create anything else for this. Probably just reprints. Yeah. So, like I said, the only thing I couldn't fit in there were the the cardboard money tokens, which I don't care about. The original minis, which were very washed out and they weren't very detailed, those I'm going to see if somebody else wants. If not, I'll probably just pitch them. Yeah, and then I've got to do the sleeves for seasons here. And I don't think, by the looks of it, I'll need to do this extra deck of cards they sent, but I'll hang on to it nonetheless. Anyways, that is the big box for Tang Garden. Thanks for watching.